Dobro, ja vas najprije želim svi od srca pozdraviti.
First of all, I would like to greet you from bottom of my heart, all of you.
Sretna sam da mogu srcem i s ljubavlju prenijeti Gospinu poruku što Gospa daje preko mene za svi u nas.
I'm so happy that I may, with the love and happiness, transfer the message that Our Lady giving for all of us.
Gospine glavne poruke su molitva,
The main messages that Our Lady giving for all of us are prayer,
obraćenje,
conversion,
post,
fasting,
pokora
penance,
i mir.
and peace.
I Gospa preporučuje da svaki dan molimo radosna, žalosna i slavna otajstva, sva tri dijela Gospine krunice.
And Our Lady recommend that daily we pray joyful, sorrowful, glorious mystery, all three part of Holy Rosaries.
Da srijedom i petkom posto kruhu i vodi, a najvažnije što traži čvrstu vjeru.
On Wednesday and Friday to fast with bread and water, but the most important what Our Lady wants from us is the firm faith.
I kad Gospa kaže da molimo, ne traži da mi molimo samo riječima.
When Our Lady wants us to pray, she doesn't mean that just to pray verbally.
Nego traži da iz dana u dan otvaramo svoje srce da bi nam molitva bila zaista radost.
And she wants us day by day to open our hearts that the prayer become joy for us.
Kad prije nego što počnete moliti, odstranite sve one misli koje vam smeta i počnite sa jednim Oče našem.
Before you start to pray, all these disturbing thoughts put away and start the prayer with Our Father.
Molite kao jednoga velikoga svoga Oca koji je na nebesima,
You pray your Father as a great Father who is in heaven,
koji je pun neizmjerne ljubavi, koji nas toliko voli.
who is full of enormous love, who loves us so much.
I u tom trenutku prikažite mu sve svoje želje, sve svoje probleme.
In that moment, present to Him all your problems, all your desires.
Neka on učini kako je najbolje, nek bude njegova volja, ne naša.
Let Him do the best way. Let His will be done, no ours will.
Kad sutradan ćemo moliti Zdravu Mariju,
Tomorrow we are going to pray Hail Mary,
isto tako kao našu veliku majku,
and same way as our great Mother,
koju vidimo očima našega srca,
who we see with eyes of our heart,
koja je neprestalno blizu nas i koja nas toliko voli.
who is all the time close to us and love us so much.
Kad prekostra molit ćemo slava Otcu,
Day after tomorrow we're going to pray Glory be,
ipak davati slavu svome Otcu
to glorify our Father
i zahvaljivati se na sve što nam daje.
and thank Him for everything He giving to us.
I za dobro i za loše.
For good things or bad things.
Da znamo sve jednako prihvaćati što nam dolazi od njega.
That we would be able to accept it same way, whatever is coming from Him.
I tako iz dana u dan otvarati svoje srce
And day by day to open our
i
heart
razmišljati nad svakoj riječ koju
and
izgovaramo.
to think and meditate upon every word that we are saying in our prayer.
Da vidimo kolike te riječi za nas imaju značenje i da ih
To see the
živimo.
meaning of these words that we praying and start to live them.
I Gospa je to pokazala tako jednom divnom primjeru.
And Our Lady gave us a so beautiful example.
Kad vi svi u vašim obiteljima imate jednu saksiju cvijeća.
Each of you got in your family house a flower pot.
I ako vi svaki dan u taj cvijet stavite 2-3 kapi vode, vidite kako on raste, razvija se i dođe jedna lijepa ruža.
If you water the flower every day with few drops of the water, and then you will notice how the flower is blossoming, growing and developing into a beautiful rose.
Tako je isto i primjer našeg srca. Ako mi svaki dan u naše srce stavimo 2 riječi molitve, ono raste, razvija se kao i onaj cvijet.
Same thing happening with our heart. If we put few drops of the prayer every day by day, and our heart is developing and growing same way as that rose.
Ako 2-3 dana u taj cvijet ne stavimo vode, vidimo kako nestaje kao da nikad nije ni postojao.
If we don't put the drops of water in that flower, we will notice that the flower is drooping down and like it never existed before.
Jer Gospa kaže, tako i mi često puta kad dođe vrijeme za molitvu kažemo, Ma ne mogu danas moliti, umoran sam, sutra ću.
So often it happened to us when the time of prayer come, we would say our excuse, I cannot pray today, I will pray tomorrow.
Dođe sutra, prekustra i tako svaki dan našu molitvu udaljavamo od sebe i u naše srce ulazi sve ono što dođe sa one loše strane.
And then tomorrow come and then we would excuse, I will pray next day, and then we are putting on distance ourselves from the prayer and letting the bad things to enter into our hearts.
Jer Gospa kaže, kako god jedan cvijet ne može da živi bez vode, tako i mi ne možemo bez milosti Božje.
Our Lady said, same way as a flower cannot exist without the water, we cannot exist without the grace of God.
I kaže, molitva srca nikad se ne može naučiti i studirati. Molitvu srca jedino možemo živjeti. Iz dana u dan ići jedan korak naprijed.
Our Lady said, we cannot study and learn the prayer with the heart. We only can go day by day, one step forward in our prayer with the heart.
I kad Gospa preporučuje post, kaže osobe koje su bolesne, od njih ne traži da poste o kruhu i vodi, nego da se taj dan odriču nečega što im je najdraže.
When Our Lady recommend the fasting, those sick people, Our Lady don't want them to fast, but just to give up something what is most dear for them.
A osobe koje su zdrave i kažu da ne mogu postiti, da ih boli glava, da im se manta, jer Gospa kaže, ako mi činimo post iz ljubavi prema Isusu i njoj, onda neće biti nikakvih problema, jedino što fali naša čvrsta volja.
But the healthy people who said that got dizziness or got that they weak when they are fasting, Our Lady said only what you need is this very strong will to do it.
I Gospa nas poziva na potpuno obraćenje i kaže,
Our Lady is calling us for the complete conversion, and she said,
draga djeco,
dear children,
vi svi kad ste u problemima, u poteškoćama, u nevoljama,
all of you when you face the difficulties, troubles or problems,
vi svi mislite da smo Isus i ja daleko od vas.
all of you think that me and my son Jesus are far away from you.
Jer Gospa kaže, mi smo uvijek blizu vas.
But Our Lady said, we are always close to you.
Ali vi otvorite vaša srca,
But you should just open your heart,
da bi nas srce mogli spoznati koliko vas mi ljubimo.
that you would be able to see with your heart how much we love you.
I Gospa traži da se odričemo nečega što nam je najdraže.
Our Lady wants us to give up something what is most dear to us.
A njoj bi osobno bilo drago da se mi odreknemo grijeha, da ne griješimo više.
But she personally would like us that we stop to commit any sin, that we stop sinning anymore.
I kaže, dajem vam svoj mir i svoj ljubav,
And Our Lady said, I'm giving you my peace and my love,
da bi je mi mogli ponijeti u naše obitelji, dati našim prijateljima okolo nas.
that we would be able to carry the peace and love to our friends and our neighbors and share it with them.
I zato daje nam svoj blagoslov
And
i moli za sve nas.
She's giving her blessing to us, and she's praying for all of us.
Kad na poseban način bi joj bilo drago da se u našim obiteljima, u našim zajednicama obnovi molitva krunice.
On special way, Our Lady would be so happy if we renew the prayer of Holy Rosary in our families.
Da bi roditelji molili s djecom, djeca s roditeljima, da nam se to nas zaista ne može ništa.
That the parents would be able to pray with the children and children with the parents, that Satan cannot do any harm to us.
I Gospa ističe koliko je Sotona jaka, da nas želi umesti u svemu.
Our Lady emphasized that Satan is very strong in trying to disturb us in everything we do.
I zato traži da mi pojačamo naše molitve.
That's why she wants us to increase our prayers,
Da bi je mi našom molitvom mogli ostraniti što dalje od nas, da nam ne može ništa.
that we would be able to put the Satan away with our prayer, that Satan cannot harm us.
Ali kaže, to najbolje možete učiniti s krunicom u ruci, najjače oružje protiv Sotone.
But the best way how to do it is the rosary in your hands, the most powerful weapon against the Satan.
Zato i Gospa preporučuje da mi uvijek u zase imamo nešto blagoslovljeno, bilo križić, meduljica, jedan mali znak kako bi se što lakše moglo braniti od Sotone.
That's why Our Lady recommends to us to carry always something blessed, a little crucifix or medals or the rosary, that we would be able to protect ourselves against the Satan.
I preporučuje da svetu misu stavimo na prvo mjesto.
And she recommends that we place the Holy Mass in the first place in our life.
Da je to najvažniji, najsvetiji trenutak.
That's the most important and the most holiest moment.
Da u tom trenutku Isus dolazi i živi, mi ga primamo u naša srca.
In that moment, Jesus is coming alive and we are receiving him into our hearts.
Zato je Gospa traži da se kroz to vrijeme na poseban način pripremamo, da bi Isusa što dostojnije i s ljubavlju mogli primiti.
That's why Our Lady wants us that we prepare ourselves for that moment, that we would be able to receive Jesus with the love and dignity.
I preporuči jednomjesečno svetu ispovijed.
And Our Lady recommend to us a monthly confession.
I kaže po potrebi kako se koji čovjek osjeća.
And depends individually how the person feels.
Kaže, nemojte ispovijed shvatiti da odete, da se oslobodite grijeha i da živite istim životom.
Our Lady said, don't take the confession to go there, confess yourself, and then continue with the same style of life.
Nego se trebamo mijenjati da budemo nove osobe.
We should change ourselves and become new persons.
I tražiti od svećenika savjet da bi nam on pokazao da idemo jedan korak naprijed.
And also we should ask advice from priests, that we would be able to go one step forward in our spiritual life.
I na poseban način Gospa je zabrinuta za sve mlade u svijetu.
On the particular way, Our Lady is so concerned for the young people in the world.
Da se nalaze u jako teškoj
That
situaciji.
they are in very difficult situation.
A da im mi jedino možemo pomoći našom ljubavlju i molitvom srca.
But only the way how to help them is with our love and the prayer with the heart for them.
I kaže, dragi mladi, ovo što vam današnji svijet nudi, to je sve prolazno.
And she said, dear young people, what this world offer to you is the temporary.
I kroz to možete vidjeti da se to koristi svaki slobodan trenutak za sebe.
Through it you can see that Satan trying to use every possible moment for himself.
A danas to najviše čini na mladima i želi razrušiti naše
But
obitelji.
today is mostly affect the young people and trying to destroy our
I
families.
kaže, draga djeco, ovo je vrijeme velike
And she
milosti.
said, dear children, this is the time of great graces.
Želi da obnovimo njezine poruke
She wants us to renew her
i
messages,
da ih počnemo srcem živjeti.
that we would be able to live them with our heart.
I Gospa želi da mi budemo nosioci njezinog mira i da molimo za mir u svijetu.
Our Lady wants us to be carriers of her peace and to pray for peace in the world.
Ali Gospa najprije traži da mi molimo za mir u našem srcu.
But firstly, Our Lady wants us to pray for our own peace in our own heart,
Mir u našoj obitelji, u našoj zajednici.
and peace in our family, in our community,
I onda zajednički s tim istim mirom da molimo za mir u svijetu.
and together with that peace, that pray for peace in the world.
Jer kaže, ako vi molite za mir u svijetu, a nemate osobnog mira u vašem srcu, ta molitva nije toliko vrijedna.
And Our Lady said, if you are praying for the peace in the world without your own peace in your own heart, that prayer is not so valid.
I preporučuje da u ovom trenutku pojačamo naše molitve.
In this moment, Our Lady wants us to increase our prayers,
Da su joj naše molitve potrebne, da molimo za ostvarenje Božjih i njezinih planova.
She is in need of our prayers, that we are praying for realization of God's and her plans.
Da svaki dan uzeo Bibliju,
Every day to take the Holy Bible,
da pročitamo nekoliko reda i da to u toku dana živimo.
read few lines from the Bible every day and try to live it during the day.
I također Gospa ističe da molimo za svetog oca Papu,
And Our Lady emphasized to pray for Holy Pope,
biskupe, svećenike,
bishops, priests,
za cijelu našu crkvu, da su potrebni naši
for
molitava.
all our church, because they are in need of our prayers.
A na poseban način moli nas da molimo za ostvarenje jednog njezinog plana koji se treba ostvariti.
Special way, she really wants us to pray for realization of her plan.
Ali ono što Gospa često puta u zadnje vrijeme ističe, zašto je na poseban način zabrinuta su mladi obitelji, da su jako teškoj situaciji.
But lately, what Our Lady emphasized so often that she is so worried about is young people and families. They are in very difficult
I
situation.
da Gospa moli za mir,
And Our Lady is praying for peace.
pa poziva i nas da i mi skupa s njom molimo za istu njeznu nakanu i da joj pomognemo našim molitvama.
And she is calling us to help her for her intention and with our prayers.
Sve vas koji ćete gledati ovu kasetu za vrijeme ukazanja preporučit ću sviju i moliti za sve. A na poseban način svaku večer kad Gospa dođe sjetim se bolesni da im dadne snage da mogu srcem i s ljubavlju nositi dar križa.
All of you who are going to watch this Mary TV program, I'm going to recommend to Our Lady during the operation and ljubav i snage.
Je snage ljubav da mogu strpljivo nositi dar križa.
And those who suffering and carry the cross, I will pray that with the love and strength can carry the cross in their life.
I neka vas kraljica mira sviju i novorođeni Isus koji uskoro dolazi donese obilje radosti i mira i nek vas blagoslovi svojim mirom i ljubavlju. Jedan veliki pozdrav, vaša Vicka.
Let the Queen of Peace with her love and also the newborn baby Jesus will may bless you and a big huge hug and big huge greetings from your Vicka. Hvala.